Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Amanda from Amanda the Biblio, and today we are doing the Readathin announcement. Now, before we get into that, some little housekeeping, I guess. Yes, I have a new background. I moved my desk so that I could use this as my background. It will be changing a little bit. This mess over here will be getting cleaned up. That is what started as my book cart. I need to reorganize it. It just became a catch-all. And that's where it currently is. This calendar behind me will be taken down for most videos. I just left it up because I didn't feel like taking it down. I do have my whiteboard that I will be using, and this is also where we will be filming my Phase 10 TBRs. The last thing is that I'm currently sick. I had another video that I wanted to go up, but I didn't get it up. Editing it was a disaster. Hopefully I'm coming off the end of it, but I really needed to get this video filmed so that it can go out in a couple days. But yeah, that's why I sound like this and why I look a mess. If you don't know what Readathin is, it is a readathon that I host with my best friend Donna from Donna Reads. I will have her channel linked down below. And the whole goal of the readathon is to just thin out your TBR. It all started back in 2017. And I was just scrolling at the time on a social media that I don't use anymore. And I had seen somebody had misspelled readathon and wrote readathin. And I thought that that was the funniest thing and that it would be a great idea for a readathon. So I mentioned it to a couple friends and it became this. Now we have Readathin that we've been running for so many years now. But we're into February's round and I'm so excited, and I hope you all are as excited as I am. It's gonna be a great one. It always is. This video is gonna be an entire mess. It does take place the entire month of February in this case. It takes place in February, May, August, and November every single year, and for many more years to come because I love Readathin. I know a lot of other people love Readathin, and it's just a great time. You can read your physical books, you can read your Kindle books, audiobooks, books from your Storygraph TBR. Make this work however you want, but find a way to make sure that you're thinning out your TBR. I would say do not go out of your way to be searching for a book that is not already on your TBR, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, it's fine. Like I said, this video is a mess. There is a website where you can find all of the information that will be linked down below. That will have all of the information. It'll have all of the templates, it will have the socials challenge, and it'll have the bingo board. Before we get into the bingo board, the socials challenge, it's a prompt every day. You do not need to do every single prompt. You can just share your things that fit the prompt in Discord. You can do a video about it. You can just post a photo, just anything that you can think of to fit the prompt and post on any social media. I will not be going through every single one of those prompts, but you can find it on the website. But now the moment you all have been waiting for. I think I've covered everything, maybe. If you have any questions, we have the Discord that most of this will be happening in. Link down below. It's next chapter. It's mine and Donna's Discord. It's our joint one. Donna has one also of her own, but this is my main one. Most of the stuff's going to be happening there if you have any questions about the Discord, because I know it's kind of messy. There's a lot going on, but if you have any questions about the Discord, any questions about Readathin, anything, then feel free to ask. I think all of the housekeeping and the stuff is out of the way. So let's get into the bingo board. So the bingo board is here, and I think it is the cutest thing. These little hippos have my whole heart, which I don't think anybody is surprised by if you know me. All of the graphics are from Jan Netska. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering that name, on Canva. Sorry if you can hear my heater. I'm not turning it off, even though I'm sweating a little bit over here with my computer and the ring light. But I really do want to get better about crediting the graphics designers that we use on Canva, so I wanted to do that here. But this is mixed between reading prompts and activity prompts. You don't necessarily need to do all of them. You can just try for a bingo. You can try to do all of them. You can double up, you can triple up, whatever you need to do. So we're just going to start at the top left corner and just make our way down. So the first prompt is a character that is different than you. You can interpret this any way that you would like. Just find a book that has a character that is different than you in some way. The next prompt is Spring Hopefuls List. We do a prompt similar to this every round because this is a seasonal readathon. So every round we have the next season's seasonal hopefuls list. So to make a list of books that you would like to read during the spring. You can share them in Discord. We will have a channel set up where you can share your spring hopefuls. We currently have the winter one if you would like to share those before the end of winter. You can count this as starting the first day of official spring or just starting at the beginning of March, like I know I personally do, just because it's easier to track for me. The next prompt is a cozy read. So this doesn't necessarily have to be like a cozy mystery or cozy fantasy or anything like that, but if you find a certain genre cozy, then that can count for you. It doesn't have to be objectively cozy, if that makes sense. Just a book that's cozy to you, read that. The next prompt is to rewatch an old favorite movie or show. So if you are choosing a show, you do not necessarily need to watch it in its entirety. You can go back and watch your favorite episodes or whatever you want to do. Just choose a favorite of yours and rewatch that. I honestly think I might rewatch Fruits Basket, but I haven't decided yet. The next prompt is shortest book on your physical TBR, and when Donna recommended this prompt, I was scared. And I did go look up which book it was. And for this prompt and a later prompt, they might end up being the same book. So I might be forced to double up or choose like the next one down. I haven't decided how I'm doing that yet. The next prompt is to declutter or tidy. The next prompt is to move forward in a series. Next is to read during a live sprint. Donna will be hosting them on YouTube and I will be hosting some on Twitch. I do co-working every so often. I try to do 3 streams a week on Twitch, but I've been sick and then there was holidays and then I was sick again and it's just been a mess. But I'm going to be trying this year to get back to 3 streams a week and we'll see. But one of those is going to be entirely silent co-working and then the other 2 are going to be some co-working and some gaming. But usually I try to do those on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so if you'd like to join, feel free. If it's ever one of those days and you don't see me streaming, feel free to be like, hey, you're gonna stream today? Because that might motivate me to push past whatever I'm struggling with and stream, so feel free to give me that push. The next prompt is to read a book that you bought secondhand. So this could be from a thrift store, you can get it from a Little Free Library. I will have the Little Free Library website linked down below, but just know that that's not entirely accurate. I have 3 Little Free Libraries just in my like little small town that I live in, and not a single one of those are on the website. So if you have the means to, feel free to walk around your town, drive around if you need to, and see what you can find. But I highly recommend Little Free Libraries. They're always so cute. But the next prompt is to try something new. This can be, if you want to keep it with reading, you could read a new genre, you could try a new hobby, try new food, new recipe, whatever it may be. The next prompt is a book with some form of relationship. Obviously February has Valentine's Day, but not everybody likes to read romance, so we didn't want to make it a specifically romantic relationship. So feel free to read like a familial relationship, a friendship, a romantic relationship, any sort of relationship, it can count. Then we have make a to-do list. So you can do this every single day throughout the month. You can do it weekly. You can do a like month-long one. We do have channels in the Discord for the daily to-do list and the weekly. And I also have a separate channel that has a bot in it that you can like set a task that you're currently working on, and when you finish it you can say that you're done. Though I do recommend, if you do get the role for that channel, which will be pinned in the to-do list channel, just make sure that you mute it. It does get kind of spammy when we're all using it, but it is the same one that I use on Twitch. So if you have a task in Discord going, then it will sync it to the Twitch one. A child interruption. We won't talk about the fact that it is almost 1 o'clock and he's supposed to be in bed. But the next prompt is to read while wrapped in a blanket. So just take a cozy blanket, wrap yourself up, and read your book. The next prompt is any physical TBR book. So any book on your physical TBR. You do not necessarily need to physically read it. If you would like to audiobook it, feel free. If you'd like to read it on your e-reader, feel free. But you just kind of have to own it physically. The next prompt is to spend some time with friends. You can do this in person or you can do it on sprints. You can do it in Discord, hanging out in the voice chat. Just spend some time with friends. The next prompt is a book to get ready for the spring. So say you read a certain genre in the spring, you can read a book that is in that genre. You can read a book that is set more in like warmer weather or has like warmer vibes to it. You could read a book that you were debating putting on your spring hopefuls list but didn't didn't make the cut, whatever. The next one is to read after completing a chore. So this is something that you could do daily. I need to figure out how I'm going to do it because I really want to overdo this prompt. I have been terrible about getting my chores done, and I just need to get better. That is something I need to do this year. I need to get better about sticking to a routine and getting chores done. So I need to find a way to do this. If you have any recommendations, feel free to let me know in the comments or in Discord. The next prompt is to read a book toward a yearly challenge. Next up, we have self-care day. So for this one, just take a day and take care of yourself. In whatever form that means for you, just do that. I've been doing that a lot these last 2 days. I've been watching a lot of questionable anime. I've just only watched one, and it's just the questionable title. It's fine. Next up, we have buddy read. So this can either be a book club or a buddy read with a friend or like a group buddy read, whatever it may be. Just count that book toward this prompt. Next up, we have mindful minute. So for this one, it doesn't have to be a minute. It worked in my brain when I came up with the prompt. Just take some time you can either meditate, you could just sit back and look out the window, just take some time to relax and kind of focus on you. You could journal if you would like, because that definitely would count as being mindful of yourself. Next up, we have a book that's been screaming your name. So we all have those books that were just like, I need to pick this up right now. I need to read this right now. The heater just kicked back on. I need to read this. I want to read this right now. But there were other things that were just preventing you from reading it. So now's the time to grab that book and read it. And the last activity prompt is a list of things to do this spring. Now this can be a bucket list. This can be another to-do list for spring. This can just be goals that you have for the spring. Just make a list of some things that you really want to focus on getting done in spring. I would say try to make it a different list than your spring hopefuls list, just because that's a separate prompt. This is more related to like life stuff rather than reading stuff. But if you would like to set like page goals, book number goals, stuff like that, then maybe that could work for this. Just make a list of things that you want to get done this spring. Spring cleaning list would be a good one. And the last prompt, the last reading prompt, is the oldest book on your TBR. Look at your TBR, find the oldest book that you have on there, and read that. This is the prompt that is crossed over with the shortest book on my TBR, so we'll see how I end up doing that. My hair is starting to grow back from the baby. But anyway, like I said, we do have the socials challenge, we have templates, all the things. Most of the discussions will be happening in Discord. The Discord during Readathin is always super active. It's super active outside of Readathin, but like during Readathin, y'all are popping off. I think I got everything. I think I covered everything that needed to be covered. Again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask them down below or in the Discord. We're all here to help. I probably missed something. Oh, if you want to talk about Readathin on social media, feel free to use hashtag Readathin Feb 26. I've noticed that just using Readathin doesn't work as well, at least on Instagram, so we went back to using the month and year as well. But I think that that's everything. Let me know down below if you plan on participating in Readathin. Let me know what you thought of the bingo board and the graphics. Make sure to join the Discord if you are not already. And make sure to like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I will hopefully be posting more often. Again, another goal for this year when I'm not, sick. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!